Hi, my name is Hudson Carroll, and I'm here today to teach you a little bit about your brain using something called the tree and hand model. So, first, I want you to get thinking and think about maybe a time that you just kind of lost your shit, started flipping out, yelling at people, throwing a tantrum, just lost feelings of loss of control, things like that. And I want you to keep that in mind while watching this video. So the hand model is going to start out. We're going to just have our hands open like this, arms out. We're going to think about our forearm here being our spine. So our spine is going to kind of lead up into the base of our brain here, and then it's going to come into this part we like to call the reptilian brain. So this reptilian brain is involved with our life support, so breathing, heartbeat, sleeping, yawning, things like that. And it's very, very old. Most animals on the planet have this part of the brain where you don't have to think about what you're doing, you just kind of live, and that's our reptilian brain. And then next, we have our limbic brain, this thumb here, and it's going to be, so like mammals have this, it's our mammalian brain, is what some other people call it. And this is largely involved with emotions, anger, frustration, sadness, happiness, all the above. It's kind of our emotional brain. And then we're going to flip our fingers over like this, and this over part here is going to be our prefrontal cortex. That's going to be our control center. We're going to be mindfulness here, be aware, maybe control our thoughts and emotions with this prefrontal cortex. And so let's think about again that time where you might have flipped out, like throwing a tantrum, started yelling. We're going to call that from now on flipping the lid. So you're flipping your prefrontal cortex over, and you're allowing your emotions and your reptilian brain to take over, which usually is not the best idea when you're already in a high tension situation. So what I want you to get out of this video is that this flipping of the lid is largely under our control. So I want you to think of next time you're about to flip out, someone says something that upsets you, someone's just pushing your buttons in all the right ways. I want you to think about this hand model here, thinking about your reptilian brain, your emotional brain, which is on fire right now, and your prefrontal cortex, which probably looks something like this. It's right in the middle. It's just about to flip, but not quite yet. You have some control, and this is where you're going to be right before you flip out. And I want you to think about perhaps flipping this lid back over and maintaining control. So it could, because ask yourself what usually you get out of flipping the lid like this. Probably not much. So next time you're in that situation, you're thinking about, I'm right here. What can I do to maybe flip this back over? What would I get out of the situation if I let myself flip? Most likely not very much. So just to recap, this here, our forearm here, is going to be our spine leading up to the base of our brain. And we're going to hit our reptilian brain, which is involved in our life support, heartbeat, sleeping, eating, digestion, things like that. And we have our emotional brain here, your mammalian limbic brain, and then over it's going to be your prefrontal cortex. So just remember, when you're like this, remember that you have control. Ask yourself, what can I do to flip my lid back down, or what would I get out of the situation if I flip my lid? That's about it. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope that this helps you next time you feel that you're about to flip your lid. So take care.